my God, that is a beautiful photo. Wow. Jenny.
Oh, hi. Oh, let me
Hello.
Oh,
I
can you see me?
love the
Hold on.
no, I can't, but it's a beautiful fairy photo.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there. Well, hello. How are you?
Hi. Good. How are you?
Wonderful. Wonderful. With that being said, let me tell you thank you for letting me be behind. When somebody goes 5 or 10 minutes late, then it just keeps getting push. So with that being said,
I figured that's fine.
you get it. You get it. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. So I want to kind of tell you before I get started a little bit about not only what I do, but how I do it, right? And then we're going to get into the thick of
Okay.
it. So number one, it's just going to be me. Obviously, I'm also going to have a pen and I'm going to have a little notepad. Now, a lot of people get very suspicious about my notepad. All my notepad is that I just monotonously scribble over and over again. Okay. And I get anxiety when I channel, so I have to let it go somewhere. The next thing though, too, is that people ask, how do you channel? So what we have to remember is that when we're doing this, and while we're doing this, I'm going to make you bigger on my screen so I don't squint while I'm staring at you. One of the things you have to remember that when we channel, what we're doing is we're saying, hey, I want this person's soul to show up and kind of like not only use your love, use your emotions, but they're literally play with my brain. Okay, so that's what they do. So they come in and they have to figure out how they want to do that. So I give them 4 different ways. The first way is I get a lot of signs and symbols that mean one thing to me. Maybe I'll say something like, okay, X with a pineapple. And you'll be like, what does that mean? And I mean, I'm just talking underneath my breath, but that means don't move to Florida. That's what that means in my head. Okay. So I'll tell you all about it. I get feelings and emotions that come through too. Those can be whole phrases as well. Other things are that they'll put me in certain situations, either happen to you, happen to them, or will happen to you. And yeah, it's just a whole thing. So today's been very interesting. So I think we're on the right path. And so all I really need you to do is tell me, what is this? All I really need you to do is tell me, heck yeah, Amy, that makes sense, or no, it doesn't.
Okay.
And yeah, because I want them to talk. Okay. So
Okay.
just be with me and let me go ahead and move this here. Oh, man. Oh. Okay, so I saw on here, I pulled up your appointment and it says Xmas Spirit. Did you like get in? Did who bought the mom bought this for you, right? I think.
No, I bought it. I don't know how I got an appointment so soon. I feel like maybe somebody happened to cancel or something.
You got that. Okay, so I looked at that and I was like, there's nothing bad about that. But let me tell you, there is like a millisecond between the time somebody cancels and we get the notice and I call somebody on my cancellation list. You booked in that millisecond between the time. I was like, how did this happen? Which is good, which is fine. Person is okay, where are you at? Where are you at? Where are you at? He likes to eat. So I hear this guy, there's this guy's voice in my head. Okay, and this is what he says. I don't see him yet. It just says like, what do you not think I'm here? Yeah. Of course I'm here. Of course I'm here. You know what? And like he loves you
Oh.
like to the moon and skies above. He's talking about oh my God, what? I don't know if this is grandfather or if this is dad. I think it's almost like I don't know what vibe this is with this person. Hang on one, but they adore you, super protective, overly nurturing. Like it's somebody that comes up and says, "Here, give me your hand. Let me hold your hand. I'm going to take you. I'm going to show you where you need to go." Like very good energy. One. And then he says, he says, oh, you like me? No, I don't look like that anymore, you know, because I love to eat. I was like kind of like that's just what they're talking about. What? He misses food too. What are you doing? Where are you from? What did you do? This person feels like he would have taken care of all of y'all. Everybody. Like that's what their job for some reason is. They want to take care of everybody. This person was in my head before our session, by the way. They've been talking for a while.
Really?
Oh yeah. Oh, it's interesting. Today's been an interesting day of things I'm getting in my head. Not so much like visuals, it's been words. So tell me who, and what. It's okay. We both have RT. What? I said, do you wish you could go back? He says, no, 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 no. I don't wish I could go back. And I go, okay. He's like, I'm done. I'm done. Literally says like the word infinito. And I'm like, okay, so infinite, interesting. Says that what? He views you as like his child. Um
Oh wow.
it's very interesting. And it's not like it's that type of caring, taking care of, like loving. It's very interesting. What? Nobody what? Talking about you always taking care of everybody else, nobody's taking care of you, blah 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 blah. Like I don't like yeah, you do watch out for yourself. You do very, very well. One. You're always trying to search for the calm, the calm, the calm, the calm. They're talking about how I guess you like go away and you like take these moments to calm down. And he's talking about like it's so active here, it's so crazy here. And he's talking about you. What? Is Lewis Lewis like grandfather or who's Louis to you? I'm gonna call him Louis.
That's my grandfather, my pop-up.
Yeah. Okay. I'm calling him Louis. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna let you know. Did they
That's what
call
he
him
went
that?
by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Because the first thing he said, and I checked it. That's why I looked. I was like, "What?" Because he said Grandpa Louis. That's what he calls himself in my head, and that's why I was like, "Okay." And I was like, "Look, too formal. Too formal." He's talking. Talk. He's saying, real big family, blah, blah, blah. I guess they all broke up into little subsects. That's a whole thing. He's talking about like tiny little pieces. He's saying like, he shows me a lot of confusion. Maybe there's a lot of stress going on. We'll have to figure out where that is or what's happening. He's talking about egos, maybe like the women line, maybe like the daughter or something. I don't know what that is. He's talking about how he goes like that. There's so many things going on in my head right now. What happened to you? Why did you? He said, why did you die? I was old. I go, oh, okay. I just straight up, he's talking about, I was thinking it was going to be something more like murdered or something. And he's like, what, you think I need theatrics? And I'm like, no, I don't know. And he's talking about how, like when it was time, it was time. So he lived a pretty decent life in a way. Like that's what that says that
He did.
when, yeah, he did not pass away young. We're going to try to figure out like the age and stuff though too. What about her?
Okay.
He can move, he can shake it, apparently. That's what he just said. He's like, he's able to like move and shake it. That's weird. Like, it's like he said he wasn't always as handsome, blah, blah, blah. He's a flirt. He is flirty. Yeah. He is funny. He's nice. He's talking about how when he wears like a polo or something, about how you could see like his little man boobs. That's so funny. He wore a white undershirt. He's talking. He's sitting in a chair and you can see him with like what would be like, he has a yellow shirt on in my head. I don't think he ever wore a whole lot of yellow, but if he did, that's that. He looks good in it. He says he's like the sun. He has to take care of and watch over everybody. What did you do? He would come and give you a kiss. Kiss, kiss, kiss. That's just what he wants to do. He loves you. So tell me about her. What does she do? What do you see? Oh, this is fascinating. What? He says he's going to bring roses to you if you want to. No. There's some sort of event that's happening to you that are just happening. Was it like whose birthday was it? Was like your mother's birthday or something going on? That just
Actually, my daughter's birthday is in 2 days.
2 days. Yes, he's so good. Okay, sorry. He says this. He goes, he goes, oh, he's good. This is only going to get better. He goes and he says, I should bring her roses for all of this. And I go, well, why? Why is that? And he shows me red roses. And I go, why is that? And he says, because they should be celebrating you. And so he puts another woman in your life, their birthday. Now it makes sense because it's your kid, because you had her. We should be celebrating you. He says that the way that I feel too. He says, I like the kid. Don't get me wrong, but I really love her. He really loves you. Oh. Are you not with the daughter's dad?
No, I am.
You are. Okay, interesting. Because the only reason he's talking about how this man needs to celebrate you more. That's why. I was like, are you not with that person? He's very don't get me started on what I feel like they deserve. That's what he's like. He's trying to be this.
Aw.
I want to figure out what happened to him. He watches your daughter for you. He watches her, like takes care of her, like strokes her hair. Mommy, mommy,
Aw.
mommy. That is your lifeline. I think we call her a princess. We're totally gonna go there with that. We're just gonna say that. And he just loves this daughter. He says that he said he was old and feeble, but not anymore. He was looking really rough, I'm guessing. He says that, when were you born? Was he really? Was he really? Oh, this is going to be really hard. Oh, I'm probably going to get this wrong. Was he? Hold on. I think he's a little bit older than my dad. I think he's older than my dad. My dad was born in 35. Do you know if he was born in like 31?
He was actually born in 1930. That's close.
30!
Like the end of 1930.
Yeah, you are so good. They show me a level. He was showing me 29 to 31, and I go, "You're not that old. Ain't no way." And he was like, "Yeah. My dad was born in 1935." He says, "I'm older than your father." He's like, by about 5 years, and I'm like, "No, you're not." And so he wants me to trust him. I do. What did you? He's a businessman. This man is. I just want him to be one. What do you do? You cook. Maybe you don't like it though. But you cook. Maybe because you're busy. One. You live a very busy lifestyle or something. I don't know. Or maybe you're
I
just
do.
kids. Yeah, because the kids or something like that. Yeah. I don't know
Yeah.
what that you're constantly he's just talking about how you cook, but then we do takeaway to go, and he's talking about how we're always frazzled all the time. So we never have that. That's why we're always trying to find peace. And he wants to let you know he sees this and he's with you. He wants to let you know that watch a movie. Maybe we're just always on our phone watching social media or like with a tablet instead of like watching a movie. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I watch on my phone instead of the TV.
That's why. Okay. He's just talking about why don't you sit back and put your feet up and relax and watch a movie? And I was like, I don't know. I'll ask her about it. He says that what? Tell me. What happened? Can you give me a play-by-play on you? He doesn't want to go back to that. His mother is singing with the angels. How funny. We're all so proud of you. They're all so proud of you. I think you need somebody to tell you that they're proud of you. They are. You are doing okay. I want to let you know that you're on the right path. You're welcome. You are. And even though it seems hard and shitty at some point, it is, and it's okay. And you're gonna get through it, and they love you. I promise you that. And what? Tell me about her. He likes to kiss you at night to go to bed, like right here, and he tells you good night.
Aww.
He's like all over your house all the time. He's funny. He scoots. He like kind of like hunches over as he got older. What? He's like this, like going around. He still had hair though. He still had a little bit of hair left apparently. Because
He
he's
had
talking
a
about,
very good head of hair. Yes.
yeah. Because he
At
goes
the
like
end
he
too.
he did. And he goes, I don't even know why I felt this. I was like, I'll pick up my comb. I don't have a comb here. I don't know what this is. He goes like this. He says that I still have good hair. And I was like, okay.
He
He
has
says,
nice thick hair. Oh my God.
he thinks he looks hot. And I told him he does. Tell me. Stupid gifts. Christmas, he's like in your house room. What? Saint Mary, Saint Augustine, Catholic. That's what that is. Okay. He was buried though. He wasn't cremated.
He was cremated and buried.
And buried. Ah, okay. He talks about being in a cemetery. That's why I go, where are you at? I said, I bet you. Okay, because he is. He says that. What? We're talking about COVID now, which is really weird. Why? Nobody had COVID. You didn't have COVID. He didn't have COVID. Just telling you that.
No.
I wonder if somebody ended up. I wonder if one of his friends got it. We're just gonna leave that there. We don't need to go into that.
Oh.
Past
Okay.
that was a long time. They talk about random things, and I can tell if it doesn't pertain to us. I'm like, no. What? Did we have to put him into assisted living center?
Kind of. He went, the hospital he was in had a
Rehab.
skilled center, and that's where he went. He was supposed to go to rehab and then move to
Yeah,
assisted living.
Mhm. Yeah. He said,
Wow.
you want his exact words were this. He says, you know what they wanted to do with me? And I go, what? What did they want to do? He says, put me in one of those like shitty places. And I was like, that's what I was laughing at. I go, well, why? And he's talking about, I didn't make it long. And I was like, okay. He says, why would they want to put me there? I was like, probably because nobody could handle your sassy butt. He says that, what? He didn't know what was going on. He said, I didn't know what the hell was going on. So he probably like had an infection, or did he have like sepsis going on as well inside of him, like an infection hardcore?
Yeah, like the last like few days he was alive, they put him back to the hospital because there's something wrong, and he did have an infection. They don't know where it came from.
Yeah. He's talking about how he's so confused, and I've had sepsis before, like a bad, like, you know, it's killed me. And he gave me that feeling of when I had that. He says that he says, glory to God, that was a sight to behold. This man is using the most interesting phrases in my head. He's talking about how the angels came down and grabbed his soul out, like only the best for this person. And he says he's humble. I think he is, but now he's in spirit, so he's grand. He says if he could give you all the money in the world, he would. He would give you all the money in the world. He says maybe Bumbleina. That doesn't make any sense. What do you mean by that? What? I wonder what he's like calling you a nickname. I don't know what it is. I don't, but it's just like a phrase. It's like something somebody would call you just in a different language. Hold on. He spoke English. What do you call it? Is this what? Oh, is his like first wife still alive, or his wife still alive?
Yes.
Or ex? Yeah. he goes, I'm not laughing at the wife. I'm laughing at what he said. He goes, I said, Sue, I said, are you there with your wife, or what's happening? He goes, no. Shh. Don't let her follow me, or something like that. Just like joking about this. And I go, what? He's like, you're going to ruin our secret. And I was like, okay, she's alive. Apparently they liked each other though. Like there's nothing bad about it. He says that What? She'll never forgive me for saying that. Um, what? What? Get out. Okay, wait. Okay, so she's still living in their home. Who's living in their old home? Where's? Yeah,
Oh, she's still living in their
yeah,
house.
yeah. He says get out of there. Um, Weird, interesting. Is like the son gonna come and move in there or something? Who's gonna move into that home?
Well, actually, my uncle lives across the driveway.
Oh, that's where the son lives. How interesting. Okay, she talks about how. Oh, this is fascinating. What about it? He's talking about the driveway icing. He's talking about how um he'll do stuff for her, maybe not quick enough. I don't know. You're he says she's all hidden up in there, like in that place. And it's not, he says it's not that big. So it must be like a 2,400 or 1,800 square foot place or something like that. I don't know. It's a
Yeah, their
two-story
house
with a
is not that
basement.
big. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, cool. He's just making me hear walking upstairs and he makes me feel cold basement. That happened in like a half a second. Do you see that? He says that, oh, this is so odd. I do this every day and it still freaks me out. Some like I love this. Thank you. And he's like making me puts a heart, he puts his name and he's talking about tell her to get a tattoo that like pop pop or whatever it is or grandpa Louis loves you, and he's saying she hasn't
No.
done that yet. I was like, I don't think she's gonna get a tattoo of saying grandpa Louis loves you. And he's like, do you have one for your child though?
No, but I plan on getting one like over the summer for one of my kids.
Kids. I'm not laughing at that. I'm laughing at his response. He says, he goes, well, he's going to do one for the child, you know, like, why can't they just do it for me? And I was like, I don't know. What?
That's so crazy because I have had conversations about getting one with my mom about getting like his name or something on my arm.
Yes, please. But put like a heart too. Be
Put a
like Grandpa
heart.
Louis.
All right.
Yeah, put a heart
Got
up.
it.
Please. Just and send me a picture of it. That would be so fun. He would love it. He's like, please do it. So what? Tell me. Tell me. Mm. He says he's a good guy. He says, I think my granddaughter is more sad about me passing than my daughter, but I mean, she loves me too. He says, but they both know I'm a good guy. I go, I know. He says that, tell me, what do you want me to tell mom? He says, you don't believe in this stuff? Well, I can tell you I didn't either, but now I'm here. Like, that's what he says. I go, does your mom not particularly like talk to her brother a whole lot? The one that lives across the street. Do they like not really get along?
I mean, like they get along. I don't think they like call each other and talk on the phone or anything.
Yeah. Okay. She's only. It's not like we're fighting or we're angry at each other. He says your grandfather just says tell your mom to stay on top of her brother. Stay on top of her brother. That's it.
Okay.
And I go okay. She says what? You say no more kids. Does your husband want to have another one?
I think he would not be opposed to it.
This is what he said. That's so random. I go, well, what else do you want to talk about? He says, say that I watch them, and I go, okay. And he says, say, see now he's talking and I can't remember. He said something along the lines of like, she doesn't want to have any more kids, but he may, so watch out. Like just that. Like be careful what you wish for. That's pretty much what that means. Oh, there's a did you lose a dog?
No, I haven't. No.
weird. There's some sort of, I would even say, it's not big. I would say like medium-ish, medium small dog that he has with him. But I'm like,
Oh, maybe it's his dog.
oh, did he lost a dog? Obviously.
Him and my nana, they had, 2 dogs. I only remember I was only alive for the 1 dog, though, and I
Okay.
remember
Do you know
her.
what do you know what type it was?
It was like a small white dog.
Okay. Okay. It's for me, it'd almost be like a like right around, yeah, correct. Yeah, it's just like this. It's not large, it's not a breed, it's not a lab or anything like that. I would have to say if we were talking about like Maltese or like something around that size, like that's what I would go into. Yeah, there's a dog here with him. One. Maybe your grandmother is experiencing sundowners, which means like we lose our little memory a little bit before we, when the sun goes down. But I think she's good other than that. Is your mom in charge of the estate of your grandparents?
I'm not sure. It might be her and her other one of her other brothers.
Oh, they're brothers. Okay. This is what your dad says. He says, now here's a couple of things. He says, when your mother is gone, just sell the house. Just sell it. Don't hold on to it. Now, this phrase doesn't concern me, but your grandfather is very much here. He's talking extremely well, and he talks about her mom a lot. There could be a couple of things here. It could mean let's just watch out for mom's health, not your mother, but her mother's health.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, let's just watch out to see if something happens, because a lot of times when they talk this much, they're waiting to take people home with them, and stuff like that. I'm not saying
Yeah.
I don't feel like your grandmother is passing anytime soon. I'm just letting you know that there are people around taking good care of her.
Yeah.
Okay. One. Do we have some of his ashes? We didn't bury them all though.
I'm not sure. Like, I don't know if they kept any or not.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I
He
don't
just
know.
said, email me and let me know. He says she doesn't have any blah, blah, blah. He says, oh no, it could be a little trinket. And for me as a trinket is like keeping a little bit of this. Shut up. Really? Do you have like a 12 or 13-year-old? No, you don't. Ain't no way. How old is your child?
No.
Yeah. Okay.
She'll be 4.
4. That's the baby. Okay. Is there like a boy somewhere?
Yeah, I have a son as well.
How old is he?
He's 2.5.
He's 2. Okay. Okay. Sorry. He kept showing me 2 and 3 or 2. And I'm like 12 and 13. So we're just going to, oh, so you have the boy too. Interesting. Oh, wow. I wonder what happens at 12 or 13. There's a reason why they say that. I don't know why though. I don't know why. I'm gonna be honest with you. What? He said, get him into sports. No, he'll be into those games, He's talking about sports are expensive these days. Your grandfather is just talking in my head. I think your daughter should go into dance, but she may have 2 left feet. I don't know. I don't understand that. How we talked about, that's what he said. Does she like to twirl or dance, or is she really rambunctious? Yeah.
She is, yeah.
Yeah, he's talking about her. He says we should get her into this. He goes, but maybe she'll have 2 left feet. And I'm like, okay. He says that. What? Come here. He's like, come here, come here, come here. If you see him looking up at the corner, you know it's me. That's all he says. Tell me. Ooh. Do you have a camera as a baby monitor in like the room or something?
I do in my kids' rooms.
He just showed me, oh, this is freaky. Oh, I've never seen this sign before. So he just showed me an image of like a black and white or like green and black, like almost like nighttime, right? Image
Mhm.
on a camera. And then he showed me kids. I Okay, remember they can talk through phones, they can talk through images, they can, they can see. So they can go into your electronics. And so I think he just showed me like an image of, being in there watching your kids, but like watching them through the camera too.
Oh,
So know that
okay.
he knows about that. How interesting. I've never seen that before. That's wild. Um, he says he's here, he's there, he's everywhere. Yeah, your grandfather is perfectly fine. He's not going anywhere. He loves you. He watches your kids through their camera. Um, what? Hold on, tell me. He wants you to go on a date night. He wants you to keep the romance alive. He doesn't want you to think he's weird at all, but he just wants you to be, sparkly. He says that. Tell me about him. He's like apologizing to your husband, telling him it's hard for him to be in a family like this. So maybe your husband comes from like I don't know, maybe a calm family. I have no idea. Best way I can describe that. What? Have him watch what? I know your husband doesn't have these issues now, but he's not an alcoholic at all. Does he like have a drink every single night?
No.
Okay, perfect. Only reason he keeps talking about here and he keeps
Mhm.
talking about watch this, there could be a thing here. That for me would either mean like drinking and like heart issues, or that could also mean maybe we vape, but I don't smell vaping or cigarettes or anything like that. And so that doesn't make sense to me. The other thing
He
could
used
be
to
maybe,
smoke.
oh, did he? Okay, okay. So
Yeah.
part of that is like watch this habit, that'd be drinking, right? So it's like this habit. He says like don't go back to it, don't get into that. I think he could have some heart stuff that runs in his family. And so he's not dying on us. He's just saying, watch your shit. That way you're here for a long time. Okay. That's it.
Yeah.
Take care of your body. That way you're here for a long time. That's all he's saying. Because he wants him to be here for y'all.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. Your grandfather. What? He says, I know I really wish we wanted to part it in that way, sweetie. He's like, but I want you to know
Oh.
that I love you and I miss you. Um, he says that whoever thought I could feel so good.
Oh,
He's
good.
in what we like to call heaven. He's in heaven. He's not in a bad place. He's a great guy.
Good.
Okay. So for right now, because I have to go to my next appointment too,
Okay.
I could read you all day long. This man is so good. Do you have any questions for me at all?
I don't think so.
Okay. Okay. You have a very interesting session. Go back and rewatch it, re-listen to it. If you have any
Oh, I will.
questions, please ask me. Okay. One more thing. Hold on. Nobody's named Rebecca. That doesn't make any sense. What? Hmm. Keeps telling your mother he'll be with her, but why though? There's a reason. Keeps telling him take care of yourself. I guess your mom worries a lot. Um,
She does. Yeah.
She's a worry wart. Um, he goes up to her and he says, "Be careful." That just means, but then he talks about a ton of worrying, a ton of like active anxiety. And he goes up and he grabs her hand and he says, "I'm with you." That's it.
Oh.
So, tell her to just watch her body. Okay. I don't, where mom's not dying anytime soon. Don't worry about that. I'm not worried about that. But he's just like telling her that he's going to be there with her. So yeah, if you need me, let me know. Okay. And
I will.
and I love you. I'm so glad you got
Oh,
to
I love
steal
you
the
too.
spot. I was so excited.
This is
Were you on
fun.
my live today?
I was.
That
I was the
was
one that was like,
you.
I'm real nervous.
I was really nervous. You make me nervous. Oh, can I talk about this tomorrow on live? This is fascinating.
Absolutely.
Oh my God. Yours? Oh, that's because you were on live. That's why he's here. That's why he's so strong. Oh my
See, I
God.
went on to, I made sure I got on your live on purpose.
You did. You did. Holy crap. Okay, we'll talk about it tomorrow.
Okay.
You're I love your session. Thank you for letting me channel you.
Oh, well, thank you for channeling for me.
Anytime. Yeah, if you need me, let me know. Got it?
All right. Thank you so much.
Okay, love you. See you
Mwah.
tomorrow.